Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're embarking on a linguistic adventure, exploring 50 words that are not just cool to know, but essential for understanding, well, everything. From everyday conversations to the complexities of literature and science, these words are the building blocks of communication. Now, you might be thinking, 50 words, that's a lot, and you're right, it is. But don't worry, we're going to break it down word by word, exploring their meanings, their nuances, and maybe even some fun facts along the way. So, whether you're a vocabulary enthusiast or just looking to brush up on your language skills, stick around because this is going to be an exciting ride through the wonderful world of words. Let's get started. To abate means to reduce in intensity or amount. Think of a storm abating or your anger abating. To abdicate is to give up power or responsibility. A king might abdicate his throne, or you might abdicate your responsibility to do the dishes. Aberrant describes something that deviates from the norm, something unusual or unexpected, like an aberrant result in a scientific experiment. Chapter 4, abhor. To abhor means to detest, to loathe, to hate with a passion, like I abhor pineapple on pizza, but that's just me. Chapter 5, abject. Abject describes something or someone in a state of misery and degradation. Think abject poverty or abject despair. Chapter 6, abjure. To abjure is to renounce or reject something formally. You might abjure your allegiance to a country or abjure a bad habit. Chapter 7, abrogate. To abrogate means to abolish or annul, usually by authority. A treaty could be abrogated or a law could be abrogated. Chapter 8, abscond. To abscond is to leave hurriedly and secretly, often to escape the law. Think of a bank robber absconding with the money. Chapter 9, abstemious. Abstemious describes someone who is moderate, especially in eating and drinking. They're all about that self-control. If something is abstruse, it's difficult to understand, obscure, and often intellectual in nature. Like some philosophical theories, am I right? An accolade is an award or praise granted as a special honor. Winning an Olympic medal is a huge accolade. Acrimonious means bitter or angry in language or tone. A debate can turn acrimonious, or a divorce settlement. Acumen refers to sharpness of mind, keen insight. Business acumen, for example, is essential for success. To admonish is to warn or reprimand someone firmly. A teacher might admonish a student for talking in class. Adroit means clever, skillful, and adept. An adroit negotiator can navigate any situation smoothly. Adulation is excessive admiration or praise. Celebrities often experience a lot of adulation from their fans. To adulterate means to contaminate or make impure by adding inferior substances, like adulterating food with harmful chemicals. To advocate is to publicly support or recommend. You can advocate for a cause you believe in, like environmental protection. Chapter 19, aesthetic, an adjective. Aesthetic relates to beauty or the appreciation of beauty. Art museums are filled with aesthetic wonders. Chapter 20, affable, an adjective. Affable means friendly, good-natured, and easy to talk to. The affable librarian always has a smile for everyone. Chapter 21, affectation, a noun. An affectation is artificial or unnatural behavior adopted to impress others. Basically, it's being fake. Chapter 22, aggrandize. To aggrandize is to increase in power, status, or wealth, often by exaggerating one's importance. Some rulers throughout history were notorious for self-aggrandizement. Chapter 23, alacrity. Alacrity means cheerful readiness, eagerness, and promptness. If you approach a task with alacrity, you're enthusiastic about it. Chapter 24. Alleviate. To alleviate is to relieve or lessen something unpleasant. Pain relievers alleviate pain, for example. Chapter 25, Allusion. An allusion is an indirect reference to something, often literary. Many speeches use historical allusions to make a point. Chapter 26, Aloof. Someone aloof is distant, reserved, and emotionally uninvolved. They might seem uninterested or even snobby. Chapter 27, Altruism. Altruism is the selfless concern for the well-being of others. Volunteering your time to help others is a great act of altruism. Chapter 28, Ambiguous. Ambiguous means open to more than one interpretation, unclear or uncertain. A confusing message can be ambiguous. Chapter 29, Ambivalent. Feeling ambivalent means having mixed feelings or contradictory ideas about something. You might feel ambivalent about a big decision. Chapter 30, Ameliorate. To ameliorate is to make something bad or unpleasant better. Medicine can ameliorate the symptoms of an illness. Chapter 31, Amenable. Amenable means willing to cooperate, open to suggestions. Someone amenable is easy to work with. Chapter 32, Amity. Amity refers to a friendly relationship and peaceful harmony between people or groups. We all strive for amity in our relationships. Chapter 33, Amoral. Amoral describes someone lacking a sense of morality, unconcerned with right or wrong. Their actions are driven by other factors. Chapter 34, Amorphous. Amorphous means lacking a definite shape or form. A cloud is amorphous, as is an abstract painting. Chapter 35, Anachronistic. Anachronistic describes something out of its proper time period. Imagine a knight in shining armor using a cell phone. Chapter 36, Analogous. Analogous means comparable in certain respects, similar but not identical. The human brain is often described as analogous to a computer. Anarchy is a state of disorder due to absence or non-recognition of authority. It's often associated with chaos and lawlessness. Animosity is strong hostility or hatred. There's often a lot of animosity between rival sports teams. An anomaly is something that deviates from what is standard, normal, or expected. It's basically an outlier. Chapter 40, Antagonize. To antagonize means to provoke hostility or anger in someone. It's best to avoid antagonizing people if you can. Chapter 41, Antipathy. Antipathy is a deep-seated feeling of aversion or dislike. You might feel antipathy towards a certain food or a political ideology. Chapter 42, Apathy. Apathy is a lack of interest, enthusiasm, or concern. It's like indifference, a meh feeling about things. Apocryphal describes a story or statement of doubtful authenticity, although widely circulated as true, like those urban legends that everyone seems to believe. To appease means to pacify or satisfy someone by acceding to their demands. It can sometimes involve giving in to someone's wishes. Apprehensive means anxious or fearful that something bad will happen. You might feel apprehensive before a big presentation. Chapter 46, Arbitrary. Arbitrary describes a decision or action based on random choice or personal whim, rather than any reason or system, like choosing something based on a coin flip. Chapter 47, Arcane. Arcane means understood by few, mysterious or secret. Ancient rituals and secret societies are often shrouded in arcane knowledge. Chapter 48, Arduous. Arduous means involving or requiring strenuous effort, difficult and tiring. Climbing Mount Everest is an arduous task. Chapter 49, Artful. Artful means clever or skillful, especially in a cunning way. A con artist might use artful deception to trick people. Chapter 50, Ascetic. Ascetic describes someone who practices severe self-discipline and abstains from all forms of indulgence. Think monks and minimalist lifestyles. That's it. We've delved into the depths of 50 incredible words. Now, I know that was a whirlwind of information, but remember, learning new words is a journey, not a race. Don't feel pressured to memorize everything at once. The real magic happens when you start using these words in your own writing and conversations. So go out there and be a word wizard. Impress your friends, dazzle your teachers, and maybe even stump a dictionary or two. Thanks for joining me on this linguistic adventure. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more educational content. Speak up with Saeem. See you next time.